Regrowth and Nanoplasty. Welcome to SOS Flora. In this channel, you're gonna learn how to create the OMG effect in hair straightening right from your first application. My name is MJ. I'm a nanoplasty specialist, and you are now in the program that happens every Monday and Wednesday. But today, exceptionally, we're doing on Thursday because I've got something very special to tell you, especially if you are from Sydney. If you are from Sydney, you need to be in this live. You have to. I've got a lot of things to tell you today, very special. But our subject today is nanoplasty and regrowth. This is a question that a lot of people ask me pretty much all the time, and I totally understand where this question comes from. But first of all, welcome to the program. I'm so excited to have you all here. Thank you so much for joining our lives. I've been I would not say that this is a spending my time, but I've been using a lot of my time teaching, and this makes me really, really happy. I'm really excited to have you here. And today we're going to learn something very interesting about the regrowth, okay? As I know that many of you already uses our solution, I think this will be very interesting because I've been getting asked that question. Yes, this question a lot of people ask. And you know why they ask this question? I will give you guys a background why they ask this question. Before, the solutions that we had in place, not Floractive, not myself, before the previous solutions that we had, they couldn't be overlap. So you couldn't apply the solution on top of the solution. And the reason for that, I think I've been explaining for a few times in this Instagram, is the problem of you overlapping a solution on the hair is when the hair is coated. Because remember, as much as we think that the hair cannot receive some kind of ingredients, a ingredient can be applied on top of that same ingredient. The problem that we had in the past was we were doing keratin or chemical straightening or Japanese straightening on the hair. The hair underneath was becoming weaker. Then when we passed the product on top of that hair that is weaker, that hair didn't have enough structure to hold the product. So it started becoming extremely elastic and also breakage. So that's why for a long time we couldn't use the product on top of the product. And that's why the question about regrowth is so much, because we are used to that thinking. We think that that's what happened on the hair when we pass the product on top. Now I'm going to explain to you about Floractive, about Nanoplasty, the original Floractive, the original Nanoplasty. Because now I need to be very careful when I say Nanoplasty, because I don't want you to think that all Nanoplasty that is coming in the market has the same base. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Nanoplasty today is the trend technology in straightening around Australia and the Australasia as well. But the base of nanoplasties are quite different, and that's why we need to be very careful, especially when someone say, I've done nanoplasty a few months ago, but I didn't really like it, so I came here for you to do nanoplasty on me. And then you assume that they used Floractive. So I know sometimes the customer will not know which nanoplasty they used because, they went to a salon that they didn't know. What I recommend you in this circumstance, okay, someone came from, another salon and they said they were using nanoplasty on her. Check with Floractive if this customer is a customer of them. We know everyone that uses our solution. We train them. We know who they are. So we can help you to guarantee that they used the solution, the proper one. But let's take from the base that they are using Nanoplasty by Floractive. What should I do on regrowth? Okay, so regrowth is a really interesting, topic for us to discuss. What happened to the hair when I do Nanoplasty by Floractive to my client? So you can explain to them what's going to happen to the hair. from now on. Because in your client's mind, there is only two ways of making the hair straight: by using keratin, which they don't really know as keratin. They don't call it keratin. They call smoothing system, which means the hair will not become straight. That's not the purpose. The hair will not become straight. The hair will become smooth, which means the frizz will be gone. So the hair will be more hydrated and the frizz will not be there. But the structure of the hair will be all there. Or the total opposite, which is the chemical straightening. That's the only two solutions that your clients know. That's the only two outcomes that your client really know. So when you offer to them nanoplasty, they are expecting one of the two results. It's really important for you as a nanoplasty technician, a nanoplasty specialist, to explain to them, your hair is not going to be smooth and it's not going to be totally straight. It's something in between. What do you mean? Okay, so your hair will not have the same structure. I'm talking about the full nanoplasty result, okay? You all know, and I assume that you know, that if you want to have a smoothing result with nanoplasty, it's still possible. But I'm talking about the full nanoplasty result, the full straightening result, okay? I can go back to the smoothing result with nanoplasty as well after I finish this sentence. So your client needs to understand that there is a differentiation from keratin, chemical straightening, and nanoplasty. So what nanoplasty really does, we don't break the bonds. The sulfur connections are still there. They're not broken. And that's what makes our solution to last more than the keratin, because it doesn't break them. So the structure is still there. There is possibility to reconnect. As it does if we don't do the nanoplasty again and we leave the hair doing especially reconstruction treatments, especially the 20-in-1. I don't know if you know, but the 20-in-1 solution has the power to reconnect because of the amount of cysteine that we have on the product. We also have cysteine on the nanoplasty, which is the main ingredient, or the main protein on the hair that works on the structure, on the connections. But this is a very advanced subject. I know that on the social media, I've got people that just started, people that don't know yet. So I need to be very, very, my communication here needs to be very mild, if I could say like that. So let's go back to the topic. Once I do the nanoplasty for someone's hair, what they will expect to see the hair straight for about 7, 8, depending on the roots, about 9 months. What about the rest of the hair? How will be the rest of the hair? The hair will be straight or the hair will be wavy? So in the beginning, probably for the next 6 months, the rest of the hair will be straight. Wherever it's growing, obviously, if it's curly, will grow curly. If it's not curly, will grow frizzy or straight or wavy. The rest of the hair are supposed to be straight. But then the time will be passing and this hair that was straight will start having waves and some waves. Imagine that someone comes and say, I just want to do my roots. Just do my roots. Okay? Fine. They're going to do the roots. Are you guys on the same thing? Like, you guys can understand everything I'm saying? Tell me, put your thumbs up and say, yes, I'm getting it. If you are, I can continue safely. Okay, so thumbs up. Let me know if you are understanding everything that I'm saying. If you are, okay. If you are, yes, okay. I'm going to continue then. All right, perfect. Thanks for Jessica. Thanks. The color check. Yeah. Good. You guys understanding. You're going to do the regrowth alone after 6 months. The rest of the hair are wavy. Then what's going to happen? This part will be straighter than the ends, because the ends will start releasing the product and it goes back up to 70%. From what I've been watching from even on my own hair, it returns about 70%. Okay, they return about 8-9 months to do the regrowth. You do the regrowth. You don't do the rest. The rest will be releasing the product, will start returning to a more smoothing result. The roots will be straight. What I really recommend, you talking to your customer and understand to them what they want to see. Do you know why? And pay attention on this, please. Pay attention on this. You haven't done chemical straightening in their hair. So this part, the rest of the hair, it's not dead. It's not dead. So she will think that it didn't work on the ends. She's not going to understand that the ends are releasing the product and the roots are still with the product active. Do you understand? So she will say to you, I think my ends didn't work. Can you redo it? That's what she's going to ask you. After 9 months. So 9 months, it's not a regrowth. 9 months is a redo. The whole thing. But now I want to talk to you, hairdresser, pay attention. I offer you a product that you will have less of that customer coming in. Financially, you need to compensate the loss you have. Do you understand? On keratin, you have someone coming in every 2-3 months. You have them coming every 2 to 3 months, every 2 to 3 months. A nanoplasty, they will come minimum of 6-7 months, minimum. The average is 8. So you're having a customer that was supposed to be coming every 2 months, every 8 months. So when they come back after 8 months, you can't give them a regrowth. Understand? You need to offer them a full service. But imagine that they say this to you. Hey, Mary. Imagine that your name is Mary. Let's say MJ. MJ, I like my hair wavy the way it is at the end. And I understand, MJ, that this end part will not be too straight. I understand, but I like that way. So what you as a professional would do for her? You're going to apply the product on the ends. You're going to spread with your hands to the ends. And then when you pass the straightener, you're going to pass more concentrated on the roots and maybe twice on the ends. Why? Because you want them to have a full, shiny, amazing result when they leave the salon. And you need to offer them that. Do you understand? Okay, so let's make it easier, that information, because it's a lot to process. I understand. The product will start releasing from the hair. It doesn't remove 100%. Once you do the nanoplasty, the product will not be removed 100% from the fiber. The product will start removing gradually. And what I feel, that is, the product takes about 1.5 years to be removed. Not 100%. That's what I want to make very straightforward for you. If you do the nanoplasty once, it will take about 1.5 years for you to feel that your hair is natural again. Not natural 100%. Again, about 70%. But if you redo the nanoplasty on that end area, it will take longer and longer and longer, to the point that you will probably feel that is a permanent solution. Only because it will take longer and longer for the end part to release. Okay? But I've got another solution for you when you're doing regrowth. Why? Because sometimes your customer experience an amazing result and she wants to have that same feeling all over again as soon as 1 finger of hair grows on her root. And I totally understand her, because my hair is curly. I don't know if you can see here, the curls started to come. And as soon as I see, especially this area here grows really curly. As soon as I see one finger, I feel like I want to do it again. I want to leave the shower. I just want to leave the bathroom, brush my hair and go and have a Hollywood hair. That's what I want. I understand your clients, but we created solutions for you, salon, as an option. Why? Because you can use the nanoplasty to do the regrowth. You can. But remember, you're going to spend the same 3 hours to do the regrowth. And you're not going to charge the full price because you're doing the regrowth. Are you with me? Please let me know. Are you with me when what I'm saying? You're going to charge pretty much half, but you're going to spend same. And that is the catch. As a hairdresser, you shouldn't be spending the same amount of time for a regrowth. Because you still need to apply the product. You still need to leave the product for 1 hour. You still need to rinse the whole hair. You still need to dry the whole hair. You still need to pass the straightener on the top. But you still need to wash the whole hair and dry the whole hair. It's already 3 hours the same. So then at the end, when they pay you regrowth, you're like, really? Really 3 hours? So what you do, work smarter, not harder. I love that. I love that. So we've got solutions that you can, again, this is very complex. I need you to pay attention. We've got solutions that are lighter than the nanoplasty, which means it's not going to make the hair straight for a long time. So you will have them coming back for a full nanoplasty again without compromising it. Okay, so the sequence will be, they do nanoplasty in January, the full nanoplasty. They live with the hair like a dream. Then after 4 months, they comes back and say, I want to do my regrowth. So instead of you doing the nanoplasty, the full nanoplasty for them, what are you going to do? You're going to do the express nanoplasty, which will last only 2 months. So they're coming back after 6 months. So they come back in June to do the regrowth. So you're going to do what? Sorry, they comes back in 4 months. So in April to do the regrowth. You're going to do the express nanoplasty in the head. MJ, what do you mean? I'm going to spend 3 hours? No, the Nanoplasty Express is 45 minutes, the whole service. It's very quick. Obviously, that you're not going to give a solution that will last in the hair for 8 months. Because then, when this customer return, they're going to always come back for regrowth. You want them to come back for the full service. Because financially, for your salon to survive, you need that. Do you understand what I mean? But MJ, I prefer to use the nanoplasty. Do it then. Do it. You can't do nanoplasty, regrowth with the nanoplasty. And I'm going to go back to this point in 1 second. Okay? How you do it. I'm going to give you the steps, how you do it. Just hold on in this life. I've got a lot of things very important to tell you today. One, if you are in Sydney, stay here. You need to listen what I have to tell you at the end of this live. And if you want to know the step-by-step for the regrowth with the nanoplasty and the regrowth with the express nanoplasty, stay here. Then I'm going to talk to you about that, okay? What I'm giving you is actually a solution financially. Financially. So you're going to have a product that is cheaper than the nanoplasty, has really good quality, but it doesn't have the longevity. So then they come back in April. So they've done the nanoplasty in January. 3 fingers already grown. In April, they come back. I want to do the regrowth because I really want to leave the shower. Amazing. So instead of doing them a 3 hours work, you're going to do a 45 minutes job. They're going to return. They're still going to love the hair because it will tame and make it straight the roots. But then when we be like September, they're going to come back because they will feel that the whole hair needs it. And then instead of you doing a regrowth, you're going to say to them, let's redo the nanoplasty. Let's make your hair amazing like it was in January again. And you're going to offer them the full service. That's how you make money. That's how you run business smarter. Because then you have a cheaper service with a cheaper product. You don't have a cheaper service with a premium product that you could charge a full price. Because with the same amount, pretty much, that you do the regrowth, you could do the whole hair of someone else and charge a full price, understand? And this is a solution that we created for you. Because we heard you. We heard you saying, MJ, I'm spending 3 hours for the regrowth and I'm making half. So I'm doing keratin on the regrowth. Don't do that. Don't do that. Someone came with nanoplasty. Don't do any other things on top. Because they're going to think that is the nanoplasty. How they will know that it's not? They don't even know the brand. Majority of you don't mention the brand. And I respect. I think any person runs their business the way they prefer. So this is a solution for you. The Express Nanoplasty is an amazing, amazing solution for someone that comes in between. They come for a regrowth. Because it makes the hair straight, but not for a long time. So for 2 months, they're going to have an amazing hair. Very similar to the hair in January. Then after the 2 months, they're going to start feeling the hair returning. And then on the other 2 months, they're going to feel like, I really need it. And that's why they comes back for the full nanoplasty. Okay? I definitely mention it, and they need to know that there is only one nanoplasty. Kamal, I love you. I love you. You've been advocate for this brand since the beginning. She was one of my model once, and she became a nanoplasty specialist. She was resistant. She was very resistant, but she became an advocate, and I really, really admire your work. Really, really do. You are an exceptional head nanoplasty specialist. Could you offer nanoplasty, the Express Nanoplasty to clients who doesn't want a full nano? 100%. Someone come to your salon and say, I don't know, I think nanoplasty is in a trend. I don't believe it. You know, everything is the same. Yes, do it something cheaper. You're going to have a shorter result. But then if you want to come back for the full nanoplasty, you are more than welcome to. So you can offer that. And you know, another situation, Fiona, that a lot of clients use the Express Nanoplasty. You know, when you finish the bleach, then the customer said, I love it, you know, my hair looks fine. They wash the hair at home, it looks buffy. Because that's the reality. When you have a curly hair or hair that is full of frizz and you do bleach, once you finish the bleach, you didn't fix the frizz. And then when they wash the hair at home, unfortunately, the hair will be frizzy. So what they normally do, that's what my clients are offering, Fiona. They say, do you want to do a solution to tame your hair and make your hair more smooth after the bleach? Oh, yes, I would love to. So on the basin, once they finish washing the hair, they spray the Express Nanoplasty on the hair, leave it on for 25 minutes, rinse it out completely, blow dry as he would normally do, and then just pass the straightener a few times as you would normally do for someone that has done bleach. When they go home and they wash the hair, they have this amazing surprise because the hair is so much smoother, it's so much shinier. And then they come back and say, oh, I'd love to have something like that the last time I had. And you say, I can do the nanoplasty for you. And you will be able to have frizz-free and a tamed and straight and soft hair for this amount of time. So this is an amazing open door for people that are still reluctant or people that doesn't want to pay for it. You know, there is a public that doesn't want to pay for it. And we still want to offer them. We still want to be able to offer them instead of saying, let me do a special, let me do a special. Because I think in this industry, we are very tempted to be reducing our price. But guys, have you ever asked the energy company to reduce the price or any other service to reduce the price or the rent? Oh, can you please reduce the rent? Because we don't do that. We don't cry for rent reduction. We don't cry for energy reduction because we know that is a service that we used. And I really don't like when you guys reduce your price because you still have to pay the same amount of bills as normal. So would you need to do a pre-treatment if the hair is dry before the express nanoplasty? Pat, if the hair is extremely elastic, I would use the 20-in-1. If the hair is extremely dry, I would use the spray, the serum, the macadamia serum. I wouldn't use the macadamia mask on a hair that would be do the express nanoplasty, because you are not going to use a lot of heat for the express nanoplasty, okay? Would you advertise this as a service or keep it as in-house recommendation? You can definitely advertise as a service. You can offer as an express nanoplasty service, you know, something that will last less, it will cost less, but also will have you less time on the chair, you know, teaching, spending with that client. You're going to spend about 45 to 1 hour with them max. So there is no point of you no advertising it. You can advertise. Do a few tests, obviously, you know, first, because if you are expecting that nanoplasty result for months and months, you're not gonna have it. This is a quick solution. How much would we charge for that? Karen, you would charge a regrowth amount for this product, okay? You know, I think it's a regrowth price. My customer normally charges for this treatment from 180 to 280, you know, around that, depending on the amount of hair, depending on the thickness and the fullness of the hair. So it really depends, but it's definitely a solution. Depending on the area, my clients charge $150, depending on the area, the region. So there is all about that. But regardless the price you're going to charge, if it will be 150 or 250, it's a product that will give you a very good return of the investment. I'm not going to say the price of the product here, obviously, because this live is public and you know that professional products are professional, but you can have about 12, 15 passes in one bottle of 350 mils because it's a liquid solution. It's very liquid. And also you don't need a huge concentration because it's not a straightening, full straightening product. It's just a smoothing result. Now, what is the steps? Okay, so the step, if you are doing a nanoplasty with the Nanoplasty W1 in a regrowth, you're going to do like that. You're going to apply the product alone where the hair is regrowth, and you're going to spread with your hands the remain on the ends. I'm going to spread. Leave it on for 1 hour. Rinse it out completely, blast dry. The straightener, you're going to concentrate the passes where the hair is, and you're going to pass once or twice on the ends. MJ, why I have to pass on the ends? Why, if I'm just doing the regrowth? Can I just apply like half? You can, but look the problem that could happen. On nanoplasty, you're going to use a lot of heat. If you pass the heat on the hair that doesn't have the nanoplasty, you're not going to have the heat protection. You're probably going to burn this hair because you know that the amount of heat that we use for straightening is quite high. And the hair is safe when the hair receives the product. But if you don't pass, how would you remember the line where you stop the product? So that's why I recommend you, even if you're doing regrowth with the premium nanoplasty, for you to spread to the ends. Okay? Then you're going to go to the basin and you're going to do the proper wash at the end, blast dry. Done. The hair will be beautiful. Obviously that the ends will start releasing quicker than the roots. Now I want to do the express nanoplasty, MJ, as a regrowth. What I do? What are you going to do? You're going to spray the product on the roots. If you feel that the hair is really dry, you can mist the hair with water. Then you're going to spray the solution on the roots. Brush it through and leave it on for 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, you go to the basin and you rinse it out the solution very well. Once you do that, you blow dry the hair. Pass the straightener a few times, maybe 4 times max, not in a really high temperature, and in a normal temperature, around 190 to 210. And then the hair is safe. They don't need to wash at the end, okay? Why they don't need to wash at the end? Because the base of this product is vinegar. So you don't need to equalize the pH of this hair at the end. So that's why the service is very, very short. It's a short period of time. You don't need to keep them for a long time in the salon. Okay, so clear on the steps. Now I'm gonna give you that surprise. If you are in Sydney, I'm gonna have the Look and Learn on Monday, the 6th of May, 10 a.m. in my training center, which is in Moorebank. What I'm gonna receive being there, first, you're gonna be with me. Come on, this will be so amazing. So you're gonna be able to see a hair from beginning to end. Let me see if I can upload a photo here. Let me see. Let me see if I can upload a photo. Look at the hair that we're gonna do together, guys. Look the hair we're gonna do together. This is the hair type that I'm gonna teach on Monday, training on the Look and Learn on Monday. But not only that, you're gonna have access also to a certificate, and I'll handle the certificate to you, a printed certificate in a frame for you to take home. Also, we're gonna have an amazing brunch together that I prepare with a lot of love, and my team will be all there to respond all your questions as well. Also, you're gonna be able to ask as many questions as you need, and this hair type is a really difficult hair type, because it's a blonde hair, bleached, very coarse, and very, very dry. This is the type of hair that would be extremely orange or would not be 100% straight. So I'm so excited to do this hair. So what else you're going to have on Monday? On Monday, you're going to have also an amazing discount. I will give you $300 discount on the starter pack kit. So it's not for everyone. It's only for whoever joined the Look and Learn that will happen on Monday. Another important question. Would you be recording? No, the Look and Learn is not recorded, honey. I do normally training his, and they are totally different. I always work in different trainings because sometimes we spend more time than what we planned, and then the recording becomes too long, and we eat as well, and we talk. So the recording will not be for this time. Also, what we're going to be offering is training. I'm going to be telling you guys about the new products. So all the new products that is coming in, I'm going to be showing you guys on Monday. So on Monday, I will be showing you the new products, the new release from Flora Active. So you will be able to have all this information in, first. And that will be very exciting because you can start offering this as new services on your salon. So also, you're going to have this amazing time with other hairdressers asking proper questions, and also being able to mingle with other hairdressers. So let me see if I'm not missing anything. You're gonna have this, I was almost forgetting about that. A redraw. We're gonna have an amazing redraw that I will do. And this redraw will give you opportunity to receive an amazing package with a lot of products that I created for you. Also, if you are coming with your team, you pay one ticket and you bring your team along. So you don't need to pay for every single person to come. You pay for one person and you bring your team alone, okay? Look and Learn. Let me see. I've got a list here what I need to say. And also you will be able to let me see, this Look and Learn for people that registered last week. Verna, there was the online course that some of you became my student, but this is the Look and Learn that will happen on Monday. So this is a new event. We're always doing something new, and this is a new event. Okay, will people who have already bought your online course be able to see it? If you are on the online course, honey, you will have access to everything I will say there. So everything I will teach on the Look and Learn, you will already have access because you bought the online course, which is the most completed course I have from everything I sell. And on Monday, don't forget that we've got also a we've got a live together with the team. So we're going to be together to discuss about, you know, the lessons that we've been teaching online. So if you'd like to enroll for this Look and Learn, it's very easy. Just type the word learn below here, and you will be able to receive the link to join the Look and Learn. And I really, 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 really want to see you guys on Monday if you are from Sydney, because it will be a very special Look and Learn. I can't wait to go and see you all. I hope I responded your questions. I hope I helped you understand about regrowth, and have an amazing day. Bye. Bye-bye, guys.